Hi, friends! Special greetings and shout out to the high school students of Manuel S. Enverga Memorial School of Arts and Trades. Well, I am a blogger for almost 2 years and I'm dedicating this vlog to all high school students all throughout the Philippines. Malapit na kasi ang ating periodical examinations. Kaya gumawa ako ng vlog na tinatawag nating Mastering the Art of Studying, Tips for High School Students. So let us start. For us to develop the art of studying and mastering it, the first thing that you should do is develop a study schedule. Create a consistent and structured study routine. So many of us have different schedules depending on our body clock. Merong gumigising ng madaling araw para mas madaling makapag-memorize. Meron namang nakakapag-aral sa hapon after class or sometimes in between. Nagre-relax muna and then nag-aaral, nagre-relax, nag-aaral. So you should develop a study schedule. By then, malalaman mo yung body clock mo na naka-align dun sa iyong schedule. Next, utilize active learning techniques. Engage in activities that require active participation and understanding. Sometimes, you learn better if you write down notes. Sometimes, you learn better if you listen to audio recording. Or sometimes, you learn better if you listen to your teacher and write the lectures afterward. Or sometimes there are persons who learn well by teaching it. So that is another strategy. Next, you can take breaks and practice self-care, rest and recharge to maintain focus and reduce stress. May mga strategies na ginagawa ang ibang students na tinatawag na Pomodoro technique. You can research on that. So you have to study for 10 minutes and then relax for 2 minutes. And then after relaxing, you study again. So that is also a strategy. Okay, this is also a strategy to maximize your study habits. You can break down divide difficult concepts into smaller or manageable parts. So let's say you are studying chemistry. You can study first the symbols and then later on how to form compounds and then later on how to balance it. So that is breaking down your ideas. In English, you can study first difficult words and then form this into sentences and later on into paragraphs. You can also use mnemonic, create memory aids to help recall information. When I was teaching, I remember I used mnemonic codes for memorizing the periodic table. Let's say group 1, HLINABARA. So, alinang, kumain, rambutan, kasoy, father. So, that is the acronym for group 1 of the periodic table. Or other memory idea that you can do to memorize things. You can use acronym, you can use sentences, and all others. And of course, as I have said, you can teach others. If you teach others, you can explain concept to others, and that reinforces your own understanding. Because if you teach, sometimes your classmates or your peers will be asking questions. Tatanungin ka nila, pag tinanong ka nila, of course, you will use your mind and you will recall the concepts that you have reviewed. So that is also a strategy. As students, you can also practice effective time management, which is to allocate time for studying, extracurricular activities, and relaxation. So you have to balance your academic activities. Di lang puro extracurricular activities, but you should also focus on the academics. And of course, for relaxation. Next, you have to set realistic goals. Break down long-term goals into smaller, achievable targets. Let's say for this semester, for this quarter, I will target to be with honors. So that is your smaller target, and I would like to achieve a grade of 90 in science, in English, and mathematics. And of course, short term, At least I can get perfect score in mathematics or with errors, two mistakes. That is short term goals. And then stay organized and maintain a study schedule. As students, it is important that you have your schedule with you. Alam mo na kung kailan mag-long test, alam mo kung kailan magkaka-examination, and that way you will not cram and you will be ready. This is also achieving academic brilliance. You can also form study groups, collaborate with classmates to discuss and review material. This is important because, again, if you are in a group or study group, you can ask questions to your classmates and also they can ask you questions. And then practice active recall. Test your knowledge by recalling information without prompts. This is a drill for yourself. Let's say you wrote several questions and that you recalled what are the answer to these questions. And then it's also important to be organized with your materials. You can keep notes, textbooks, and other resources which are easily accessible. You can also use PowerPoint presentation, OneNote, and other online platforms so that you can study better. Through being mediocre to outstanding students, you should always allocate time for studying. You can also use technology as a learning tool. And of course, always stay motivated and persistent. And other things, sabi nga, you should study smart and not hard. Next is unlocking your potential. You can also create conducive study environment, find a quiet space with minimal distractions. It's important to look for a place, yung lugar kung saan ikaw ay comfortable and then you can study well, it's well lit, then free from distractions. Although some people would like to study with music, it depends upon your suitability. Next, review and revise regularly. Revisit previous topics to reinforce understanding. Sometimes there are topics which are not clear to you, so you should go back and look for references to assure if your concepts, that the concepts that you have known is correct. And lastly, practice active reading and note taking. You can engage with the material and summarize key points. So, let's say you have a topic, you can create a mind map and think of concepts while reviewing. That is why binebreak mo siya into small chunks and then later on, you can summarize and you can explain and it as well. So that's it. Thank you for watching my blogs and I hope you like, share, subscribe to this blogs, Aris Barago Blogs. Thank you and good luck on your examinations.